So the weathering of the ATA helmets seems to have raised more questions than answers. So this week we're going to have a little look at the weathering. Look at it on screen. You can decide. All you B-Wing guys who've tuned in to see the B-Wings this week, so I think I might have talked about that last week. It's postponed a week. But in the meantime, check this out. Right, so we're going to take a look at the actual movie. Go back to the source material, check out how the helmets look in the movie, because that is the key to making the replica. And I'm going to check this out. I absolutely love that the fandom just delivers what people want. We want the 4K. I mean, I've got the 4K Star Wars on disc, but this is the despecialized one. And I think it's just fantastic that people have gone to these lengths to give us what we want. It's just, this is what we want. It's all that we want. We want this. We want the props as accurate as possible. That's what we want. And the fact that the fans love these movies so much, they make it happen. And I just think that is... We're just in a great period for Star Wars fandom, especially if you're an old guy like me. You couldn't dream that we'd get something like this, or this, like 15, 20 years ago. It just wasn't happening. It's happening. Come on, let's check it out. Let's have a look and see what this weathering's all about on screen. So, we're looking at the cockpit scene, the ATA drivers in the cockpit, and on the non-stripe version the helmet definitely looks quite clean. I can't really see any of the weathering on there, but then when we look at the stripe version, I think it's quite obvious that there is weathering on there. So who knows what happened? Maybe they filmed that without the stripe, then they put the stripe on, then they thought, oh, we didn't put any weathering on this, we'll weather it now. I don't know, it's all guesswork, but what my eyes are telling me is the non-stripe looks pretty clean and the stripe looks weathered. Both helmets look weathered, here and here. And also we can see Veers' kit, his armour, his helmet, everything looks weathered. So they're obviously thinking about weathering. So whether it was an oversight, whether it's there and we just can't see it, I don't know. You decide. What do you think? Here are the screen grabs. This is our evidence. Exhibit A, non-stripe, looks clean. Exhibit B, striped, doesn't look as clean anymore. The chip version is, I don't know, maybe an acquired taste. I like it because I like the prop thing. Whether it was chipped on screen, probably doubtful. There's a little bit of chipping on one of the canisters, but those things don't really hold paint too good. And it protrudes and it's going to get rubbed and knocked and marked. So we can see there's a little bit of paint missing on there. Probably not intentional, but here's what it is. So I'm thinking the weathered is really more on the stripe version in the movie. Not really on the non-stripe, but for a more kind of prop as it looks today look, with all the scratches and things. That can go for any of them. So I'm going to show you a little mock-up of the 3 helmets. The weathered kind of wash, the weathered wash with scratches, and a nice clean helmet. And then you can decide. As I'm way through this, you don't have to worry about an email now or message or anything. What I'll do is, as I'm working through these, I'm going to be messaging people, probably sending photographs for approval before we ship it all out. And then, I've not got the rear of my tusks. And then you can let me know how you want it finished in. Kind of that bespoke personal touch. So that's where I'm at with it. Getting a nice little momentum going with the finishing of these. So we're definitely moving closer and closer to that finishing line. However you want it, it's not going to add any time to it. That's a nice tight fit. So yeah, just look out for the email. Take a look at this video. Look out for the email. And if you've ordered one of these and you don't watch the channel, I'm gonna know. Whoa, that one was tight as well. Wow, lovely. Lovely. Yeah, we're going to know because the email is going to land in your mailbox. I mean, you won't be watching this, but if you have ordered one and you don't watch the channel, that email is going to land in your inbox and you're going to message me back saying, what's this about weathering? Oh no. So at this point, if we were actually a YouTube channel, we would be saying subscribe and all that kind of crap, but just do it if you want. Life is just a series of choices. You just got to make the right ones. Right, let me get these finished, and next week I'm definitely going to be talking to you about bee wings because just so much progress all in one. I feel like the word dump is appropriate. One big progress dump. Right, so ATATs, there you go. ATATs again, 2 weeks running. We definitely want to talk about wee wings. Definitely want to talk about bee wings next week and not make it 3 weeks on the trot of ATATs. But yeah, watch out for your mailboxes. Stuff is happening, as you can see. And I've made quite a bit of progress this week, and it's not even had my fullest of full attention because I've had to take some time out for some accounts and other business stuff, which is so dull, so boring. Just glad I'm back on these now. This little arm is so delicate. ATAT progress, bee wing progress, progress all round. Load of other stuff that might as well not talk about because it's just going to muddy the waters, but here you go. ATAT, weathered or not weathered. The choice, as they say, is yours.